how do you know? And I
No
was
ways,
I
really?
was like, it
I
was,
thought you meant, whoa.
I'm dead serious. I was like, no way. I was just like, really? It's got three legs? I don't know why it just popped into my head, and I said like, yeah, it's probably got three
Wow.
legs, right? Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Molweni podcast, where two friends come together and discuss topics that are always on our mind. Today is going to be no exception. We've got something very interesting to talk about. But before we get started, Kat, how's it going? How was your weekend?
Good, good, great. Thanks, man. Yeah, worked a bit, but yeah, not too much. Missed out on sport, but saw all the highlights. Formula One, rugby, soccer. Arsenal lost.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's probably why you were not watching, huh? Maybe they needed you. They needed you
Needed
to watch
my
it.
support. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we'll see how the next games work out. And yourself? Did you have
You
a
guys are
nice,
gonna be
relaxed
fine.
weekend? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Did you have a nice, relaxed weekend or lots to do?
I sure did.
Yeah,
It was very nice, a lot of time with the family.
yeah,
We got to celebrate a birthday
yeah.
yesterday, so that was
Okay,
quite nice for the boys,
nice.
friends of the boys,
Yeah,
and friends of us.
yeah, yeah,
And yeah, but maybe on another note, before we get started, I think I'm also quite proud of myself.
yeah. Okay.
Today is a big moment for me as I'm
Yeah.
now exactly 1 year sober.
Oh,
And
snap.
uh,
Okay.
yeah, so I'm very
Wow.
proud and very
Yeah.
grateful to have come this far with the support of my family and friends and people who know me. Um, yeah, it's a
Nice.
big moment. Yeah,
Right,
thanks, man.
right, right. 1 year sober from?
From drinking, from
Yeah. Okay,
alcohol,
okay.
and
Hey,
marijuana.
let's cheers to that. Let's make a toast to that, Mike.
Okay, let me just quickly grab some champagne over there.
Beep, 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 beep.
Oh
We have a
gosh,
sound
yeah.
effect. Oh,
All
snaps.
right.
Great, man.
Um,
Great. Congratulations, Mike.
thank you. Thank
I
you.
can't imagine what it was like in the beginning, but like to reach a year is a milestone for sure, right?
Yeah, definitely. There were some difficult moments, and I had to stay strong. But maybe this is also something, Kat, that we can touch on later is
Definitely.
addictions.
Yeah.
I think I actually saw a study the other day, which was quite scary, is that the number one killer in America
Yeah.
is actually people ODing
Yeah.
on drugs,
Yeah.
which is frightening.
Yeah.
And I think this is a topic on its own. We are going to be addressing what we've been wanting to talk about,
Yeah.
mixed relationships,
Yeah.
people of different color, different cultures, traditions coming together. Does it work? Does it not work? And I think
Good
speaking
question.
on very good question, I think an appropriate question, I think in today's age.
Yeah.
And from my side, maybe just for the viewers so they know, I am in a multicultural relationship and speak on behalf of you, Kat. You're in a interracial multicultural relationship.
Yeah.
So very complex.
Yeah.
Let's start with you, Kat. Have you encountered any challenges or difficulties
Ah,
in your relationship with your
yes.
partner?
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think of, a solid example I can share, and there's many. I can definitely say yes, most definitely challenges and um 11, 10 years in, maybe longer, because I would combine it with just from right in the beginning to meeting and then making it serious, and then hey, I want to live life with you, want to make a commitment and so on. So yeah, yeah. The most obvious, being that okay, we are coming from different races, coming from different cultures, you know, the saying from two different worlds, it couldn't be any truer because it literally sometimes feels like that. From two
Yeah.
different continents.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, yeah, from language is probably the least the least
Yeah.
issue. But yeah, I think maybe the most thing in the beginning was maybe just how it would be received from people closest to us, being friends and family, and then everybody else. But other than that, it was once we were together, and how do we go about making decisions?
Mhm.
Serious decisions, serious life decisions. Where do you live? How do you live? Uh,
Yeah.
you know,
Coming from two different places, right? I mean,
coming
your
from two
partner's from
different places.
Europe, you come from Africa.
Right, right. How we celebrate New Year's, Christmas, those type of occasions, and what are the family traditions? For me, what's a big family tradition, and for her, what's a big family tradition? For me, something seems like, oh, this is nothing, or this is not so important, while for her it is. And I think even in, let's say there's no culture or race playing a role, those things play a role too.
Yeah.
However, it's even more highlighted or even more yeah, more highlighted, or it's even more in your face that, oh man, things are so different, and it almost feels like, nah, it's impossible to do something like this. But at the end of the day, it is. It is. Yeah.
I think you would agree with me in what I'm about to say is that love has no boundaries.
Love has no
And
boundaries.
I
Yes.
think that's what's interesting is that you know such a question what I pose right now um, is is pointing in the direction of the materialistic world
Yeah.
is what we see, what we encounter, what we experience.
Right.
But there's something deeper that draws people together,
Hmm.
you know. So yeah, I think that it just supersedes the boundaries, love.
Yes.
And when people come together, it's like, oh wow, you know, I'm deeply attracted to you as a person. But this is out of the norm. And I think it was probably even more unusual, I think, growing up in a South African culture to see that happening a decade ago than it is today. Because when I was there recently, I thought it was amazing just seeing interracial couples and, you know, holding hands and going. It's like, oh, it's just such a, I love it.
Yeah.
It just feels right.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so compared to today, I think we're moving in the right direction, and
Yeah.
that's um, and that's yeah, that's just I think a real positive thing.
Yeah.
That's really the glue, right?
Right.
And then once you get through that attraction and then you meet this person, then you start to realize. And if I think about myself now, I start to realize like, wow, I'm very different. I'm in a multicultural relationship with a
Yeah. I was
South
just about to
American
ask
woman, a
you.
woman
Yes.
from
Yes.
Brazil,
Right.
and I thought we had so much in common. You know,
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, you know, she was on the beach. I used to go on the beach. Oh, she has a mountain. Oh, I have a mountain. You know, and then you hear these things and you're like, wow, okay, maybe we're meant to be together
Yes.
because we share so much in common. But then the difference in culture is striking.
Yeah.
And you touched on language, so I think the language spoken at home is English.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
We
I
speak
mean it's the
English, and
same with
now
me.
with children coming in as well, like you have to almost make it more fast. You fix, like, okay, what are we sticking to now? What are we not sticking to? But yes, English is the most common and most easiest, and everything else then gels into that. Right, right.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, yeah.
Um,
Do you also experience, like, would you say, a lot of challenges, or um, any particular challenge which is like, oh, this is extremely difficult, makes it look impossible, or just like no challenges. This is nothing. This is
yeah. I think for me in the beginning, um, I was struggling with food.
yeah.
Um, so
Oh, that's a big topic
or-
on its own.
Yeah, really, because coming from Brazil, they have a different diet.
Okay.
And coming from South Africa, I had a European South African diet, so heavily meat based, being
Yeah.
the South African side,
Yeah.
and then heavily starched, having the European, Eastern European
Yeah.
um, influence. So
Yeah.
yeah, lots of potatoes,
Mm.
always, actually, always on a daily basis. And that was when I moved in together with
Your
my
partner.
my partner,
Yeah.
then I realized how that element, that staple diet of mine was somewhat limited because I'm not also a great cook. I'm not I'm
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
spending so much time in the kitchen. So that was quite interesting. Even if we wanted to go out,
Yeah.
I don't mind eating, you know, like food with spices.
Yeah.
And with my partner, yeah, she's a little bit more reluctant to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, this can also happen to people that are not in the situation where they come from the same background and the
Yeah.
same culture.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I've always felt that when I looked out at other people, that would be the glue,
Okay.
really.
Yeah.
So maybe another thing that was maybe a cog in our works in
Yeah.
making our relationship work
Yeah.
was our belief systems.
Okay.
And
Okay. Yes. Yes.
I've changed more than my partner has
Okay.
um, over the years. But I grew up as a staunch Roman Catholic. That means like a fervent. So I was twice,
Same.
sometimes 3 times a week going to church, and then at the start of my 20s, and I left the church and really just ventured into the world of spiritualism, Buddhism, looking into other religions. And at the time when I met my partner, I was pretty much, I would say, like an atheist, agnostic,
Yeah.
and she's heavily spiritual.
Oh,
And it's
interesting.
actually one of the biggest religions outside the main three in the world that spiritualism is called this religion, and it's a fascinating religion in Brazil. Millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions of people,
Mhm.
I think,
Yeah.
follow this religion, and yeah, that's quite difficult as well um, to make work because we have children as well, and then what do we bring across to our children?
Yeah.
And maybe so that was a major challenge,
Yeah.
and what we've realized is to try find similarities. And so, funny enough, the, religion hasn't helped us to help the family situation
Mm-hmm.
um, in raising our children. It's
Yeah.
more like, what are our values?
Yeah.
um, and then that also, like I said earlier, how love has no boundaries, but also it's the same with values. That's what puts and bonds relationships. If you have the same values, I think you're gonna make it. It's
Yeah.
gonna be
Yeah.
a steadfast relationship,
Yeah.
and hopefully
I
a wonderful place where children can grow and develop and come
I
into this world.
agree. Yeah.
And I think I'm very interested in your situation,
Yeah.
being in a interracial
Yeah.
marriage
Yeah.
as well. Um, did you ever encounter a backlash from people in the public? If you were in, where did you guys live? Because you've lived in two different countries now, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Together.
Um, I don't think so. Fortunately, not. Um,
That's
from
great, man.
from her side, I think not as well, unless she hasn't told me. But I mean, no,
That's
nothing
great. So
so
so so from
intense
both
as that.
families, so from both sides, you had a lot of support. Kat, I think your mic is being muffled as well. Maybe you
Oh,
just want to.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah,
yeah. So from both sides of the family, very supportive,
yeah,
very loving.
yeah, man. Like, I think from my side, um, once I introduced her to the family. I heard it at least like twice, directly said to me that, I always knew you'd end up the white girl, and as a joke, but nothing so serious like, why, man? Or even when I'm asked why, it
Mm.
wasn't from a point of what on earth are you
Wow.
thinking, but it was from curiosity. And happy to also explain. I think for me, I also asked myself only later on why and how did I get to this, but also as you said, love has no boundaries, and when you have mutual interests but also mutual beliefs, it
Yeah.
plays a role. It plays a role.
I
Otherwise,
really
to
believe
answer
that's
it,
the glue. That's the
yes, that's the
pillars
glue.
of the relationship.
Relationship, yeah, yeah. Otherwise, no extreme or nothing strong from in terms of opposition or resistance from
That's
close family
great.
and friends. Externally, I think when we both moved to while we were living in Cape Town, I think when we're traveling, in the city, I think it was our second year when we're traveling together between walking between the taxi rank and walking to the taxi rank or to the bus, or maybe just
Mm.
going shopping or something. Um, in South Africa, more than Joburg as well, more. In South Africa, more than here in Germany, people
Peop
comment. People comment.
People's heads turn, their
Yes,
eyes
yes.
blow up.
Here, yeah, here, people will look and you notice, but that's pretty much it. They almost like give you that privacy of, okay, I will look, I'm
Oh,
staying, I'm curious, but I'm not gonna say anything. But the older people show are direct, man.
wow. Okay.
Oh man,
But
yeah,
always in a polite manner. It's never been something aggressive and they're
yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
in your face,
Right.
how you guys can be together or something.
Yes, yes,
That's great though.
right.
Maybe, yeah, so maybe more through curiosity for the older generation because it's
Yes.
just something that they wouldn't be used to.
Yes, correct, correct. They're curious. Some of them like saying, "Oh, it's nice to see this." In my time it was like this and this and this.
Yeah. Oh, of course. We know
Interesting
their time very
conversation.
well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, definitely, man. So yeah, yeah. I think it's been a quite interesting experience hearing comments, seeing people's reaction. Definitely looks all the time.
Oh, wow.
One thing I've heard was just random guys saying like, "Oh, um, yeah, that was
They-
in Zulu." Uh, as best as I can, if I can translate, it's like, okay, dude is rolling with the white girl now. He's um, leaving the tribe or something like that. His
Oh,
motive
okay.
interests are shifted. But other than that, it's just like, um, oh, that's nice. Dude is coming, black guy's coming with the white girl, and then when they hear, oh, she's not only white but she's also German, like, whoa, okay,
Ah,
you bringing us, you bringing us, you bring us a German. Um, yeah, yeah, you're bringing us a German, and yeah, or to her, they always, she always experiences people assuming that she'd understand Afrikaans, and they'd speak Afrikaans to her, trying to ask
ah,
her. Yeah, yeah, it's happened
yeah.
a couple of times where they thought I wouldn't hear or understand, and she didn't understand. It wasn't awkward. Maybe once for her it became awkward, but it was just like, okay, how did you meet and how are you doing this? You two doing this situation type of thing. So I think if anything, it's more curiosity than what are you guys doing? Hey, why are you with her? Or hey, why are you with
Yeah.
him? Type of thing.
And
Yeah,
that's good because to me, if that would happen now, I would have this idea or a comment is like, yeah, okay, get out of the past. We're in the present now.
yeah,
We're all human.
yeah,
We're all trying to, find love. We
yeah,
want to hold on to love. We want to build something special for the future. It doesn't matter.
yeah,
Um, and yeah, no, that's very positive. I think what's interesting, what you just commented now is I think being in South Africa, the preconceived idea is that, well, because she's white. you know, she's probably Afrikaans or an English
Yes.
woman.
Yes.
So, and she's far from that.
Yeah. Yes. The
And then in
irony.
Europe,
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to find out, if you've so did the people encounter your wife in a different manner? I mean, they would just assume that she's German, so they speak to her in German. That would be the point. Um,
It
yeah.
happened differently in Cape Town than in Johannesburg. South Africa is so diverse and so interesting,
Oh,
I
wow.
must
Yeah,
say.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you also lived in Johannesburg together and you lived in Cape Town together,
No, no,
right?
we only lived in Cape Town together. Johannesburg, only when she was coming to visit.
The long
And
distance
we were
relationship.
together with my family, of course, yes. But yeah, living that started and happened only in Cape Town, and then came here. Um, we also
Interesting.
started, I mean, how we met in a very diverse and interdenominational, we were both volunteering, at a,
Oh,
it's a Christian, NGO. We were volunteering for a year. I think for her it was a year and a couple of odd months. So she was volunteering and also being like translating. And it was youth
mm,
ministry, pretty much. Youth ministry and volunteering, you're doing various things, social work and visiting different churches, different schools, and doing shows or workshops as well.
mm.
And so we met in this environment where
Yeah,
to a certain extent it's like a bubble, but then also to a certain extent it's also an environment where it's very mixed, not just race. It's very mixed in terms of culture and
of course.
in terms of culture because yes, she was one of 4 or 5 translators coming from Germany, and then the rest of us were mixed from Cape Town, from Johannesburg, from various parts um, of mostly Johannesburg, I think, in that year. And we were all very different, from language to just
Mm,
culture, you know. So it was very interesting how we met, and also after that, we coming from this place where, oh, we're so mixed, and we used to that sort of diversity, and wherever we felt a sense of, okay, here there's we're not so welcome. We also just then stayed away or didn't go. We went to a place
mm.
once playing. What was it? I forgot, but it was outside of Cape Town, and we just wanted to go closer to the coast, and it was very nice. A small town, beautiful, man. But we
Okay.
went to 2 cafes there, and we just felt like, whoa, why are we being?
Spotlight was on you guys, yeah.
Whoa! It felt so tense. Like, okay, we never went back. We never went
Yeah.
back. And yeah,
It's a good
yeah,
safety mechanism to have,
yeah,
Obviously, why, yeah,
yeah.
why you're not going into a relationship to prove a point,
Right,
and you
right.
want to preserve that love that you have for one another,
Yeah.
and spend the time with the people who you can relate to.
Yes.
But it's a really beautiful way to have met. That both of you had this drive in you guys individually, to make a difference to
Yes.
society. She was drawn to leave her homeland and, yeah, fly due south
Yeah.
and make a difference there, um, through the same faith. And yeah, it's just really beautiful to hear that. It's like, to me, the color doesn't exist when you
Yeah.
say stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's wonderful, man. That's a really lovely way to meet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, yeah, quite interesting way to think of how we met, and we even came here, and I mean, the experiences were also different coming here, but it has always come up in our conversations of how we met, and then, oh, what did you do there, and yeah,
Yeah, it
yeah.
was like meant to be, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, we often felt like that in the beginning, that yeah, hmm, I mean, we had our own, and we still do have roller coasters, and how we met. Maybe that's a story for later, but how we met, I mean, yes, started as friends and so on, but through conversation and keeping contact and mutual friends and all of that, yeah, it all led to that point of let's continue.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
let's take this step further. Um, yeah, I mean, of course, in the beginning, it was all just like, yeah, friendship and power. Not,
of course, it grows with time.
yes, yes,
But the spark was ignited,
yes,
and
yes,
yeah, that's amazing, man. Oh, very cool.
yeah,
Never
yeah,
told me that before.
yeah. I think
Never
you
mentioned that to
mentioned
me.
how we met, right? Right. It's always
Yeah.
been just like, okay, we come from South Africa, and I think you also thought she was South African, right? From an accent or something when we first met.
No, I assumed that she was German,
She was German. Okay,
but I
okay.
thought you were American.
Oh, right.
That's
Yes, yes. You
yeah,
thought I was
because I
actually
just
American.
it's yeah, I think I explained it in the first episode. Obviously,
Yeah.
it was really funny because my preconceived idea is that oh yeah, you were from the army, and
Yes,
then met a
because that
German
is
girl because
common
you
here,
you
right?
met in a
Yeah,
yeah,
that is
probably the
common here.
exact opposite of how I thought you would have met. It's like in a
Yeah,
pub drinking, you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Um, yeah, it's really funny. When I think about how my partner and I met,
Yes, yes,
um, under very different circumstances. Um, we met on Tinder,
yeah.
so
The
it
famous Tinder.
relationship.
No, Bumble is okay. Yeah, yeah.
I
Tinder,
don't
Tinder.
know. I don't know. It was always very difficult, but
Okay.
uh, I can vouch and say that it can work. Relationships that are
Yes, yes. I've heard
online.
many success stories or
Yeah,
beautiful stories where hey, it's more than just like
yeah,
um fantasy or I don't know, not real. Yeah, yeah. There you
and
go.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, proof is in the pudding, and yeah, I think for both of us, we were just kind of tired of the German mentality. I mean, I was running my business, um, trying to be as German as possible, learning the language, getting the culture. The drinking culture. Yeah, that was
You
quite
blended well.
prevalent
I
in
mean,
my
they loved you
lifestyle,
here. Yeah.
and it just never really clicked. And
Okay.
I think Tinder was a way for me to look for someone who speaks English. I was like,
Yeah.
speak English, yeah, great. I want to meet this person.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, we hit it off, and I think that was it was a funny meeting actually, and I'll go into a little bit of detail.
Yeah.
We met at Lawrencekirche
Yeah.
in Nuremberg,
Yeah.
and it was very sudden because we had a match, and then I was quite forward in saying, "Come on, let's meet tonight.
Yeah.
I've got nothing going on." And she's like, "Oh, you don't have to go through all the trouble." I was like, "Come on, let's do it." So then we met, and then we walked towards the what do you call it, the Christkindlesmarkt in that direction,
Yes. Yes.
going towards the castle.
Yeah.
And we were just walking and talking. And then we sat at a restaurant,
Nice.
and I'm asking questions, she's asking questions. I'm the one bringing up that I would love to have kids, and she's feeling like quite intimidated, like, wow, this is the first date.
Right
But
away.
a funny thing happened, and I'll
Yeah.
never forget it.
Yeah.
But we're talking about pets and animals, and I said, "Oh, let me guess, you got a cat?" And she's like, "Wow, good guess. Yeah, and
Whoa.
it's got three legs." And she's like,
Ah.
"What?
You
How do you know?"
no ways,
I
really?
was like, it
I
was,
thought you meant whoa.
I'm dead serious. I was like, no way. I was just like, really? It's got three legs? I don't know why it just popped into my head, and I said like, yeah, it's probably got three
Wow.
legs, right? And it was a rescue cat, and yeah, she brought it with her all the way from Brazil,
Wow.
to Germany, and that was like her pet.
My
But that's a really funny thing to guess and to
right.
get right.
How
Um,
did she react? Was she like, are you
oh, she
spying on
was
me or
shocked,
something?
and then
Was
I
she
just
like
thought, oh no, she's pulling my leg. Excuse the pun. But um, yeah.
cool?
So Yeah,
Very nice.
that was our first encounter.
Very
I
nice.
must say, I think I was a different person back then that I am today. Very much out there and just always very social. To the point where I could be drinking on the weekends. With the neighbors as well. It was always like a lot of the German culture, but
Yes.
I don't think you're so deep in that. Yeah, we were quite different in that. She was I think and still is a very good person. She's got great values, something that I looked up to, and very early I found very attractive,
Yeah.
almost polarized what I was about.
Wow.
Um, Even though I had wishes of having a family and having children,
Yeah.
I think I realized like, wow, I'm really off the mark if this is gonna become
Oh,
serious.
okay.
And yeah, it's long story short, we're still together,
Look
making
at
it work.
now.
I
Yeah.
love the food that she makes now. You just get more into
Nice. Nice.
into her cooking and
Yeah.
yeah. So trying to
Brazilian food, I must say, I haven't tasted everything, but
oh
I
wow.
must say, Brazilian dishes, wow, man.
Mm.
I'm curious, does she stick to just Brazilian cuisine or also now German and now also uh some dishes from there as well, or is it just like, mix and whatever her favorites are, whatever your favorites are, and so on?
I wouldn't say that she particularly enjoyed the German cuisine. Um, and she's never cooked anything that's anything like German.
Yeah,
Um, she has done a great job in learning how to cook new dishes and stuff, which is maybe more international.
yeah,
But we do have lots of things in common, like our breakfasts are warm. We do love warm breakfasts, and that was just so nice.
nice.
As I struggled in the past, when I was dating a German, you know how it is. You have these cold breakfasts.
Yep.
Um, it's not a
Which you have
deal
for
breaker,
dinner too
obviously.
sometimes.
What's that?
Which you have for dinner too sometimes. They say you
Yeah,
have
yeah, yeah.
breakfast for
Broadside.
dinner.
Yeah. So and that's also unusual because maybe South Africa is just warm all the time. Like all three meals are warm and they're generally quite big. So the biggest meal would be probably dinner, like before going to bed. And that's where I think, the German culture is that no, have something small, don't fill yourself up.
Yeah.
It's yeah, quite controlled, but probably also health-wise beneficial, to be honest. Have a bigger
Yeah.
lunch
Yeah.
and then smaller dinner. So
Yeah.
very different. Um, and yeah, but thinking about Brazilian cuisine right now, there's something that I've really gotten into,
Yeah.
and it's called acai.
Acai.
Uh,
Okay.
yeah, and it's apparently it's a fruit.
Yeah.
It's a superfood,
Yeah.
and I think it's a superfood, and it kind of looks like a type of yogurt, like a yeah,
Oh,
like a
AC.
thinner, runnier yogurt,
Okay.
and
Okay. I think I've
it's
had
just
that.
so good. I don't
Yeah.
have it that often,
Yeah.
but that's something that's really been introduced in into my experience, and I
Okay.
really enjoy that.
Yeah.
Um,
They make
um,
drinks and shakes with it too, right? Like not matcha, but an alternative to your matcha drink or matcha tea. You have
yeah,
like acai pink
yeah,
matcha, so
but
or some.
if she's watching this right now, she's probably cringing because in Brazil they don't want to mix. When you have acai on its own.
Okay, okay.
You can put some chai seeds or chia seeds. You
Yeah,
can, I like to put pumpkin seeds and other
yeah.
things there that are like
Mhm.
nice and healthy. But what they don't like is when you start mixing it with yogurt and low fat
Ah,
yogurt. And
okay, okay.
yeah, oh, she would be probably
No.
like nodding right now, going, "Yeah, Mike knows." Um, so
Giving it
yeah,
some.
that's one thing I really like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, gosh, I'm trying to think of this other. They're really crazy about their sweets. It can
Okay.
be very, very sweet.
Yeah.
The desserts and stuff, and that's
Yeah.
oof, just uh, yeah, it's almost too much. And I think that's why they come in these small little balls. I flip, man, I can't believe it. I'm like forgetting them what they're right now. But I don't eat them just because I call them sugar bombs.
Yeah.
Um, it's just an overdose of sugar for me. Um, yeah. But on that note, I think we got way more to talk about
Yeah.
in the future.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. If you've
Later I
enjoyed
will share,
this,
or in the next
I
chat
think we're going to
conversation.
continue.
Yes,
This,
yes, yes.
this
I gotta
sounds
tell you
cool.
about Chakalaka. Okay. All right. Okay,
Please
doke.
subscribe, like, and share. And from my side, we'll see each other soon.
See you soon.